last question. Hold on. So you would say I'm a misinformation machine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. You're a teacher.
Yes.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? Oh, buddy. All right. So we define gender as a set of preferences that you have. Gender is a set of preferences we have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. There is a difference between the word woman and being a biological female. Woman is a social construct that we use. Listen for a second. I'm telling you what it means. Woman is a social construct. We agree on these set of preferences.
What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. Today, guys, we're back here on a new video. Today, we're going to check it out. Charlie Kirk tears down entitled Woke Teacher. This is going to be incredible, guys. I'd love to watch this video with her right now. I call him Charlie Kick because he loves kicking ass. I'm sure he's going to kick the ass of this teacher, of this woke teacher. Let's get right to this video, guys.
All right, Charlie. So I ran for state senate because our government doesn't work well. There's a lot of waste. There's a lot of bloat. And yet the things that you're advocating about going against are what help people. Everybody's here because they support freedom. Because as you say, we want a freer market, we want a freer place. And yet these policies like destroying the Department of Education, which I'm a teacher for, hurts our ability to take power in the marketplace. It just adds to the few rich people owning all of us. Right now in America, the top 0.01% have an average $600 million of wealth. The bottom half have an average $7,000. And by destroying the Department of Education, the Center for Budget, for the Consumer Protection Bureau, that is actively helping those rich people take all of our money. Prove me wrong.
Okay, so Trump's been president for 6 weeks.
Sure.
Right. So we had an oligarchy as Donald Trump was becoming president.
Yes.
We had all these agencies. How did they prevent the oligarchy?
They didn't. No, we have a bad oligarchy, but Trump is increasing our oligarchy. He had Jeff Bezos, he had Tim Cook, he had the richest people on the earth who have more money than the bottom half of the country combined sitting right behind him.
Hold on a second.
And Elon Musk is helping those regulations get destroyed so they can take even more power.
As an attendee. But let's go through one by one.
And they donated to it.
So let's go one by one.
Sure.
Let's first go the Department of Education. So the Department of Education, which I'm guessing you're in favor of, like $47 million going to improving learning outcomes in Asia.
Yeah,
okay,
because helping other people helps us. I'm a teacher. When other people don't match our economy, when they can't participate in it, everybody's hurt by that.
So I do have a question, though. We're not even helping ourselves. Why should we help other countries?
So you're right. We should help ours. You're right. We should help ourselves more. And that means funding the Department of Education, funding healthcare.
Let me finish.
Go.
How does one help oneself? Have educational outcomes gotten better or worse since the creation of the Department of Education?
The bloated Department of Education, you are right. We're spending way too much money on administration. That money needs to be go to funding school meals. That needs to be reducing class sizes.
You sound like a Doge advocate, man.
No, because Doge is not doing that. By destroying the Department of Education, they're not funding Title I classrooms. If we funded Title I classrooms with the money that we promised, every single classroom would get a paraprofessional, which would help my students immensely. So they are failing. And as you're saying before, that Florida is the most equitable state. It's not. The richest students get $2,000 more to their schools every year than the fourth quartile students.
So I am curious, though, that the Department of Education, we've seen standards go down. They want to send it back to the states. By definition, we have the Department of Education. 11 million people are in education like yourself. 11 million of them. 6.7 million are administrators. 6.7 million are administrators. Can we agree we should fire most of those administrators?
It would. Look, I can't say that because I don't know what those administrators are doing. I think we have way too much money going to them.
You're a teacher. Time out. I got to interrupt you. Are you a teacher?
Yeah.
What do the administrators in your school do?
They help us out a lot. I mean, do you think I could manage my classroom if I didn't?
Absolutely.
You are wrong.
No,
I could not manage my classroom unless I had an administration helping me out.
You need 5 administrators for your 1 teacher. That's the ratio.
That's bad. You're right. That's bad.
Okay, but that's the current ratio. So 5 to 1. But secondly, let me ask you. This is a very important point.
It should be reduced, but destroying the Department of Education is not the answer. Because then you hurt the American economy by not allowing people to build up their human capital.
Time out. We already have the evidence. from the advent of Department of Education, we are now 26 in education. We were top 5 when it started. We're the lowest in reading, math, arithmetic in the Western world. Department of Education has made our standards substandard, and we spend $250 billion a year on the Department of Education, and yet our kids we can't find a single kid that can read at grade level in a Baltimore public school or that can do math in a Chicago public school. And yet we keep on spending billions of dollars on it. So maybe the solution is crush the current system, send the money back to the states, empower families and parents, moms and dads to spend the money as they see fit, more choice, more competition, and make it localized, not federalized.
So here's the problem. The state of Florida introduced a bill. My opponent introduced a bill to provide $7,000 for school choice in Florida. That's government waste. Most of that, a lot of that money is going to Disney, to cruises. That's increased waste. It's also every dollar that's taken out of the Florida public education system given to private families, 75% of that is going to families that
You're against school choice?
75%. I'm not against school choice as long as we fund education properly, but 75% of the money is going to families that can already afford education, which means my students are getting $3 billion taken out of their education to go directly to the richest Floridians.
Hold on, I just want to make sure I understand. So you're against the money going to homeschooling? Like, what do you mean by this Disney thing? You're talking way too fast.
So we need money going to where it's needed. To school meals.
What is your critique? You're saying $3 billion going to what? I'm not.
So $3 billion is being taken out of the public education system
and given
where? Directly to the people who can already afford a private education.
For what reason?
To help people get their private education.
Okay.
The problem is there also weren't restrictions on that to limit what the private schools could raise their tuition by.
You're totally wrong. I got what you're saying. What you're saying, though, well, it's because...
Show me the facts.
It's their taxpayer dollars that are coming back as a refund, right?
It's also the public taxpayer dollars that put into public money, and they were given back to private individuals rather than going to the public system.
It's their own money that's coming back.
The rich people stealing our tax dollars.
Hold on. It's easy to say, like, the rich people.
Yeah.
Right?
The 75% of the money is going to private education.
How do you define rich, by the way? How much money a year is rich?
If you can afford a private education, which is anywhere from $15,000 to $40,000 a year, you are rich. And 75% of the money going to the private and 75% of the money go. Half of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. If you can afford $40,000, you're richer than most people. Now, 75%. 75% of the money that is going from the public education system into the private system is going to those who can already afford private education.
What is the #1 predictor of student success?
How many years a teacher has been an educator?
Yeah, actually, the quality of this teacher. So, can we agree at least, because we'll not agree on everything, that we should be able to fire teachers at will?
At will is what do you mean at will? For what cause?
If you're a bad teacher.
What do you mean by bad teacher?
I mean, you're on
the
line.
No, what do you mean by bad teacher?
Yeah, someone who doesn't listen to their students, is not good at what they do, graded by other teachers.
For cause, not at will. Yes, we should fire teachers for cause.
Okay, but I think that do we have too many teachers or not enough teachers?
We have in Hillsborough County alone, we're missing 1,200 across the state of Florida. Across the state of Florida, there are 5,000 teachers. That's 50,000 students without an educator. You asked me a question. Let me finish.
We need better, higher paid teachers.
Yes, absolutely. And Florida has the 48th lowest average teacher pay.
Why do you think that is?
Because we have a Republican-controlled state for the past 30 years that are increasingly taking away money for teachers.
But hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Florida is in the top 5, if not the #1, on educational outcomes for students, right?
On them passing, not actual outcomes. On them passing.
So that's #1 in the country, I think, though, right? And it was like number 30 or 40 back before school choice was. So I'm just curious at your complaint here. But it's fine. Let's just kind of go back to the thing. We'll go to the next question.
Sure.
The Department of Education, why should the federal government have any role in education?
Because spending that money on helping people helps the entire economy.
No, wait. That's not where the money's going.
Let me finish. Helping people helps the entire economy.
How has that worked?
When you let people fall through the cracks, it destroys our economy. It's more expensive. When you take away the Consumer Protections Bureau, that helps $16 billion of scams go back to the American people. That helps our economy because then they can take place in the marketplace. What you're advocating for is to reduce the things that push people into the marketplace, to increase the barriers, and to destroy the freedom of our marketplace.
Again, you have not answered the question. Let's just reiterate it. Department of Education.
That answer because it helps people.
Got started in 1979.
That was the question.
The same sort of nice-sounding stuff we started to do over the last 35, 40 years. And we have the lowest standards ever had. We have childhood poverty all over the place. We have broken public schools because spending money from D.C. does not solve the problem. Empowering parents does. So parental agency is the solution, not bureaucratic empowerment.
Spending money on spending. The federal
Got to get to the next one.
1 second. The federal government spending money based solely on tests hurts people. because then we don't get the money going to critical thinking, which your misinformation machine succeeds on. Because when people can't critically think, they accept your assertions
got it.
as reality.
So last question. Hold on. So you would say I'm a misinformation machine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. You're a teacher.
Yes.
What is a woman?
What is a woman? Oh, buddy. All right. So we define gender as a set of preferences that you have.
What does gender have to do with a woman? No.
Gender.
You just started with
gender is a set of preferences we have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. There is a difference between the word woman and being a biological female. Woman is a social construct that we use. Listen for a second. I'm telling you what it means. Woman is a social construct. We agree on these set of preferences. If I tell you that I'm a man, it's because I want you to know that I like these set of preferences. If I tell you I'm a woman, it's because I want you to know that I agree with these set of preferences.
Can men give birth?
Can men or can males? Because males can't. Listen for a second. If you listen to your bio professors, you would understand there's a difference between biology and what we think
So
about.
I want to thank you for proving a great point.
What?
You are why we should eliminate the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
He does prove Charlie right. He's a dumbass teacher. He shouldn't have ever answered that question in the first place. He just walked out. Charlie was just looking for a way to pin him out that he's a dumbass teacher. Because number one, he said Charlie was promoting propaganda, misinformation. So Charlie was like, me? All right, let's see if you can define what a woman is. And he should have not answered that question in the first place. He should have just said, thank you for coming out and left. But right now, he just made a fool of himself by answering that question. His own statement is that money has been taken out from school, from college, to give to people who want to do private education. Like people who are, also some people who are already rich and wealthy. For him, he feel like anyone who can pay a tuition fee of like 18,000 to 40,000, they're very rich. But that makes no sense. He wants the money to be given to school meal and also to teachers. Teachers are being paid well. If this man is a teacher that he wants more increase in the salary or more increase, he should be fired because he cannot define what a woman is. So this is a teacher who is teaching college students, trying to educate them to be much better in the future and capping nonsense for the last 10 minutes. And he cannot define what a woman is. So literally everything he's saying during this video, for me, makes no sense. No wonder actually was very, very relaxed, and he don't want like too much banter with this teacher because he knew what type of teacher this is. Number one, he's someone who do not know what he's talking about, and he feels like he's smart, whereas he's dumb. Because you can't tell me you studying your entire years and being a teacher, I don't know how long, but I'm sure it's more than 2 years. You can't define what a woman is. You're telling me that a woman is a social construct. It makes no sense. So every statement you're talking about funding and money that are given to private schools and you're blabbing throughout the entire video is absolutely bullshit. Just the ending of this video says it all about your type of person. You are a teacher and you can't define what a woman is. Saying gender is a social construct. There's a difference between male and also a difference between a man. Like, what in the world are you saying? And these are the teachers that I was trying in college. That's why people are having private schools and also personal teaching because of teachers like this. And this is the reason why if Elon Musk was actually like an owner of this Florida college right now, he will fire a lot of teachers like this man, like right here. And if they fire him, it makes no difference in the educational system, also in the college. Because a teacher who can't define what a woman is a dumbass teacher, is a lousy teacher. And these are teachers we have to eradicate from colleges. You understand? These are teachers we have to remove. He's panting, talking very, 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 very fast as if it's making sense. Well, literally the entire thing is blabbing about is actually bullshit. It makes no sense. To me, I'll be trying to picture about to phrase the statement properly and trying to understand, is this making sense or not? Because we're actually saying some things that are actually, okay, true. But at the same time, I can't I can't actually phrase it in the right frame. This teacher is someone who plays a victim role. You hear his statements every single time. The rich people. He's playing a victim as if he's not part of the people who are in the country. That people are above him, and the rich are also taking part of the tax dollars and also extorting the poor. Like, it's a lousy statement. And I'm shocked that this sort of teacher is the one teaching college. And what annoys me more is that he's a teacher. And these are the bullshit craps is indoctrinating the kids or the college students. Because right here, the entire conversation right here was actually like, was terrible. Comment down below what you think about this video. Subscribe to our channel, guys. This is how America have turned out to be, guys. Even the teacher do not know what a woman is. Share this video as many as can, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay safe.